Welcome
to the Mommy and
Me Show!
Woo!
Welcome everyone to the Fonseca Mommy and Me Show. Today we'll be talking about the Boston Tea Party in Boston because I was going in Boston, but I wanted to talk about the Boston Tea Party, right, Mom?
Yeah, why were you in Boston?
Because I was going to see my brother, but his girlfriend was there too, so I had to leave immediately.
Wait, what do you mean, but his girlfriend was there? That made it sound like that was a... Wait. Why is it, but his girlfriend?
Because if you have a girlfriend there and you have a child there, you have to leave with your child.
Oh, you mean 3 was a crowd? Okay, so should this... so is this podcast dedicated to Andre or Andre and his girlfriend, Jessie? Oh, just for you. Okay, all right. But shout out. It was a great time having you. So, yeah, you went to the #1 for USA Today. It's a newspaper that usually is outside everyone's... Well, it used to be outside everyone's hotel, but no one reads a newspaper anymore. But #1 best patriotic attraction. Why are they calling it a patriotic attraction?
Maybe because they don't like children there.
Well, I think it's part of the revolutionary experience, right? It's one of the key things that started the war from all the colonists, right, who came over from Europe, right? Especially the English over there. So where did you start off at the Boston Tea Party?
The meeting house where we said, Huzzah!
Yeah, so they literally have people in costume, reenactments with everyone getting characters of actual people who are at the meeting house. This is back at 18th century with Samuel Adams. Have you heard of Samuel Adams before?
Nope.
So Samuel Adams, a lot of people may have seen him on some beer drinks, but he's actually one of the patriots who started the Revolutionary War, having meetings about all these different taxes, the stamp tax, and then what drew a lot was the tea tax. So what ship did you get onto?
No taxation without representation!
Did that happen at the meeting house?
No.
I think it did.
Huzzah!
No.
So they basically, at the meeting, right, we're talking about all this stuff, all the camps. Yes, they were putting their thumbs on their nose with their fingers up, right? Just really, really upset. And then after that, where did we go to?
The Boston Tea Party ships. But what is the Tea Party ships for, like, the bags hit someone's head?
Well, there was bags, right? So they did a reenactment where you were involved, where there was tea. Do you remember how much tea was worth on the ship when they did throw over all the Boston tea?
$1 million.
Yeah, $1.4 million worth in the 18th century, I mean, of today's dollar, was a destruction of the tea that happened over 240 years ago. So were there a lot of patriots in disguises?
Yes.
Yeah, a lot.
I was wearing a red Russian. I meant not Russian.
A red coat.
Red coat.
That's right. You did have a red coat. You fit
Not
right
Russian.
in.
I would never root for Russian.
No. So the Griffin's Wharf is where all this happens, and it's a full day experience. You could make it into it because they also afterwards have a 3D show. There's a reenactment where you see a lot of the patriots talking about who are loyalists. Loyalists are to the future Americans or to England or to King George.
England.
To England, very good. Yes, and King George was the king at that time.
England.
So what did you think of the reenactment that was in 3D? What did you think about that? Remember, so we threw the tea over. That was really fun, right? We actually did some physical activities. And then we went into a 3D video movie experience.
Yeah.
What did you think of it?
It was nice.
Did you like it? Did you feel that you learned a lot or had a bit better understanding?
A little bit.
And then it became you actually saw a historic part. So do you remember what that one thing that was super old that somebody saved year after year, generation after generation?
A tea chest?
Yeah, so someone is known as the Robinson Tea Chest was saved and is proudly displayed at the Boston Tea Party, where basically it was one of the actual waterproof tea chests that people put kittens through the years in, made a playhouse, put flowers outside. Was the actual tea chest that was put over at the Boston Tea Party. And then you saw a real serious movie. Can you talk about what movie that was?
It was a movie that was gonna come to theaters tomorrow, actually.
You think so? Well, I think this was called the Minuteman Theater. It's an award-winning documentary talking about the Midnight Run, where Paul Revere goes. That the redcoats were coming, right?
Yeah.
Right. So it showed about all the horses galloping and soldiers marching, right? And they're going against. And so after, where did we hang out before and after all this Boston Tea Party experience?
Tea room.
Abigail's Tea Room, right? So they actually had all the flavors of everybody. And did you go to the gift shop too?
Yeah.
What'd you get?
I got oh shoot, I forget.
You forgot?
Yeah.
Was it a hat?
I did?
I don't know. Is it a map?
I don't know. I got some pencils.
You got pencils. Yes, you had a whole mess of a lot. Yeah, they said it was really popular there, right? So there's a lot of pencils. So there's other stuff you could do. Grave makers, different things. There's school field trips. You could even shop online if you can't even get yourself over to Boston as well too. All right, Aaron Michael, is there anything else that folks should know about the Boston Tea Party revolutionary experience? Anything else that they should know about this little red house that's right next to the Boston Children's Museum? Do you remember the Boston Children's Museum?
Yeah,
Would you recommend that?
maybe.
Yeah, I thought it was fun. You seem to enjoy yourself. All right, anything else you want to tell everyone about the Boston Tea Party Museum?
Be sure to bring up the small bags carefully, because if you super strong and you just throw it up in the air, it might hit you in the head, so don't do that.
Yeah, and you have to be pretty strong too, because you had to lift it out, and it was pretty heavy from the water, right, that you pulled over for those teas?
Yeah, it was
a lot.
pretty heavy.
Okay, so if you rank this Boston Tea Party experience 1 to 10, right? This happened on December 16, 1973. This actual experience, reenactment, from 1 to 10 for kids, what would you recommend? What number would you give it?
A 7.
A 7. That's a pretty good thumbs up. All right. All right, everyone.
It's just about standing, that's it.
Oh, standing. Yeah, you did walk a lot, right, when you were in Boston?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll stay tuned. We'll talk to you more about other Boston experiences.
Well, I didn't know there used to be 4 tea bags. Because if you look at that photo, there's 4.
Oh, yeah. So there is a Boston Tea Party. It just not only left one kid experience, but 4. So they have 4 things tied up to the ship where people can have experience throwing it off. You could take photos of it on the ship. You can't go underneath the ship. In the back in the days you did, but they're remodeling it. But you still had 3, so it's still a really good experience. All right. So until you hear about more stories and adventures from the Fonseca Mom.
No, you could have gone downstairs.
You in the boat? I don't know about that.
Yeah, you could. I saw people go down there.
Well, we agreed to disagree. Oh, yeah, the employees, yes. But no. All right. Well, we'll agree to disagree until next time.
Well, if you don't agree with me, we'll just have to come in there and do what's right. Until next time, everybody.